What's up, guys? Welcome back to Crypto Weekly Review, home of the Wolf Pack. In this episode, we're going to talk about some of the fear and craziness in the markets. We're also going to talk about the recycling of Hex from the Pulse wallet to the PulseX wallet. It feels like the AA lobby all over again. Let's not waste any more time. Let's jump straight into these charts.
You big old sus, yeah. I just doubled up on crypto. I just doubled down on the new vest. Now my chair looking like 2 checks. Type of money made me want a 2-step. Who next? This week I be on the moon next. Stock going up like 2x. That's a fast flip like suplex. Two really stepping like a duplex. You bet never lose change, but I do flex on it.
Bitcoin on the daily chart is still sliding, and I was watching the crazy volatility today. It is up and down all over the place, and this is all driven by geopolitical events.
In this regard, I deem it necessary to make a decision that should have been made long time ago, to immediately recognize the independence and sovereignty of Donetsk People's Republic and Lugansk People's Republic.
Basically, Russia will be backing the 2 separatist regions in eastern Ukraine where violence is on the uptick. There have been some pretty bad skirmishes in the last couple of days. This puts the ball in the court of NATO. Russia is supporting them. Will NATO make an aggressive attack, which could lead to all-out war? This puts a lot of fear, uncertainty, and doubt inside the market, and I'm expecting further volatility. The separatists are celebrating in eastern Ukraine, but the markets are not. But the Nasdaq did not dump off too bad. It stayed pretty flat, about 0.2% of a point down for the day. Bitcoin, however, is dumping. We are right at about 36,000. I could see us coming down on the daily chart back to about 34K. If we look on the 4-hour chart, look at these candles. They are just all over the place as the market is still indecisive. It looks like we are in a 4-hour downtrend. However, the news around cryptocurrency is overall bullish. Every time I look, I notice some fund that is offering cryptocurrency related projects, and those are kind of boring, but this is exciting. There is a DAO that is attempting to raise $4 billion to purchase the Denver Broncos. So this is a unique opportunity to give the everyday person or a huge fan the opportunity to own part of the Broncos and actually earn some of the profits from the franchise. This is what we were talking about before, that we could go into 2 futures. One, a totalitarian police state like China or Canada, or 2, a decentralized future through cryptocurrency that can empower the people, their finances, and their freedom. A new DAO called Buy the Broncos, or BBD. Check it out if you can. This is nothing new. There was a DAO that tried to buy the US Constitution. There was an NFT art collective DAO acquired the Wu-Tang Clan's mysterious unreleased album and other things. So even the governor of Colorado, so remember this guy Jared, the governor of Colorado, he is super pro crypto. Remember, you got to get behind people that are pro crypto if you want the free decentralized future and not the totalitarian police state future. It's very, very important. Make yourself heard. Like I've been saying, technology can either free us or enslave us, and here is a perfect example. The Bank of England tells the minister to intervene on digital currency programming. We're talking about CBDCs, central bank digital currencies. They want to go to a cashless society, and they want to be able to program the money so it can be spent in certain type of ways. In this article, they talk about how it is kind of like controlling your child's money so they don't go buy candy, except we are actually adults, and of course they're going to impose a social credit score. If you're posting things online you shouldn't be posting, or they don't seem fit. They could say that global climate change, you've eaten too much meat, you can't have any more meat, you can't have any more beer. It's for public safety, for public health, and that's how they can use this smart contract from hell to be able to control every little facet of your life. And let's not forget, once we go to a cashless society, they can do negative interest rates because you cannot go run to the bank and pull out cash. OpenSea phishing scam swindled millions in NFTs. Wait a minute, they needed to hack to get NFTs. All they had to do was right click and save, right? Well, apparently one of the devs from OpenSea clicked the wrong link, a malicious link inside his email. and the hackers were able to make off with $1.7 million worth of tokens and a handful of NFTs. That is just silly, guys. Step your game up. OpenSea is one of the highest volumes on Ethereum. Let's talk about Hex because there's a lot going on in the Richard Hart universe. First of all, yes, I did draw a descending triangle. Is it the descending triangle? Not yet. There has to be 3 touches, but I'm just showing you a doomsday scenario for Hex. We all know, we've all seen Hex has been taking a lot of L's. All right, so there's 2 touches here and 2 touches here. To make a trend, we have to come back down to about 12 cents. If it plays out how I drew this chart, it means bad, real bad, like measured move all the way back down to that penny-and-a-half range that we have been talking about. But there is a lot going on in the Hex universe. Richard Hart taking money out of one pocket and putting it in the other pocket. The origin address has sacrificed $41 billion from the origin address into PulseX. It was about 18 million if I remember correctly when I did the Pulse Chain sacrifice. A sacrifice set is basically an ICO, and they use that money directly from the Pulse Chain ICO wallet, their sacrifice wallet, and put it into PulseX. Oh my God, they literally recycled it. What happened to this Hex? All the Hex that's in the Pulse Chain wallet is effectively burned. You can see right now, and I can see with my own eyes, it was not. They recycled it into PulseX and added a whole bunch more. So now they own 95% of Hex, 95% of Pulse Chain if it ever gets delivered, and 95% of PulseX. How do you feel about this? You can comment in the comment box below, but it does seem a little bit shady. It definitely reminds me of the ETH being recycled during the AA lobby, and when we were going through the big payday, the origin address staked a bunch to reduce everybody's payouts. That is so crazy, and if you think that this Hex is burned, you are wrong, because everything has pointed. The evidence is that this Hex is free floating, and it is going to remain that way. But wait, there's more. So is Richard Hart one of the richest people in the world with that $42 billion of Hex? Well, if we go over here and we look at the liquidity for Hex USDC, it looks like there is only 18 million in liquidity. You tell me, is that an L? I don't know. Is that an L? Talking about Hex L's, when JJ Yaley did not qualify for last place in the Daytona 500 qualifying ring, he actually got beat out by the TMT car. That is the Floyd Mayweather car, but it actually lost a wheel during the Daytona 500. So I was just saying and laughing like, damn, Hexkins straight up went to the pits and loosened his lug nuts or something, which would be a W. Phantom on the daily chart looks like it has lost the 200 exponential moving average, and it is dumping hard. It is not looking good for Phantom. As far as the solidly the VE33 project that I've been talking about, I'm going to provide liquidity for this with Boo and XBoo to earn these solidly tokens, which then I'm going to lock. Hey, it's DeFi inside DeFi. It's like Inception, but I am excited about it, and I am going to be doing it. We could be looking for a bounce. I know the markets are cooling off. I know there's a lot of fear in the market right now, but there's just a lot of news, like even something stupid like Puma. They changed their name to Puma.eth. I mean, cryptocurrency is being vastly and widely adopted. So I don't know how much lower we can go. I guess we could go into the 20s and have like some sort of bear market, but guys, we've been dumping. We've been dumping since November, you know, so I don't know. It's hard to predict. It's all kind of macro based, like what's going on with interest rates, what's going on with the war, how much fear is in the market, you know? So it's really, really hard to say. The one thing that I would say is do what I'm doing. Don't do anything. You know, yeah, I might mess with shitcoins a little bit with just small amounts, you know, like those are my positions that I'm not going to sell anyway. So they're going to go down in either bag. You know what I mean? So like kind of experimenting, messing with shitcoins. We will be looking at more shitcoins in the next video. We just had a lot to talk about today, you know, but yeah, I mean, don't try to play this volatility. Don't try to play this volatility. You will get destroyed. You will get wrecked. Okay. Anyways, guys, thank you for watching. Like and subscribe, join the wolf pack, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.